And you're huge all over the world now. You're in America. You couldn't be a bigger star, could you?
It's going really well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just come back. Have you been doing? Do you do the big stadiums now? I guess.
No, I still like playing smallish venues. I get in trouble for not playing bigger venues actually, because there is quite. People get pretty pissed off that I don't play bigger venues.
Because they can't get tickets, I guess.
Yes. Okay. But I've been playing amphitheatres, which are outside, and they're beautiful, and you get to see the audience when you go on. But no, I mean, I'm not a massive fan of touring.
But this time of year, I guess, if you're playing those big places outside in America, it's pretty warm, so you're OK.
Yeah, it's boiling. Nice. It's too hot for me. It's like 100 degrees out there.
That's too hot. But does that affect your singing?
No, it's all right. It's all right, yeah.
And what are the crowds like? They stay with you, even though it's hot outside, or do they...
No, they get pretty drunk. They're quite hysterical there. Like, they've been pretty hysterical everywhere, to be honest. But, yeah, they're pretty intense.
And how does that... how do you see that they're intense? What happens? What, they go crazy? They faint? What do they do?
Like, faint, yeah, like, start screaming, like, singing like this. Yeah, but not during, like, rolling in the deep, during, like, a really tender moment of someone like you or something like that. But, no, yeah, like, we was in Vegas. It was my first time in Vegas, and obviously it's boiling there, and all that people just go there to drink, basically. It's like going Magaluf or something like that. We're there, and this woman, during one of my shows, which obviously my show doesn't really get that hectic, really.
No, because the music's not big, banging.
Yeah.
It's gentle, you're right, it's intimate. It's
no dance routine, doesn't get particularly hot, you know.
Crazy.
And this, someone who works for my management saw this woman pass out in the crowd, this old lady. No offence, but she was 60, that's old, I think. And she fainted, so they was bringing her out to the side, and then she started pissing herself.
Oh!
60 years old at one of my shows. She was off her face, it was brilliant. Yeah.
Wow. Well, that's quite the reaction.
Yes.
I guess celebs, if I was out there and I knew you were performing, I'd want to come and see it. So you must get the celebs in LA, in New York, they must come to...
Gordon Ramsay came to the one in LA, which was lovely, because I'm a massive fan of him.
But when you look out in the crowd, if you see him, because if he's crying at one of your songs, it must look like someone's punched a bulldog. So that must...
Oh!
Oh, wait, no bulldogs were harmed in the telling that story.
You've got to behave, you know.
No, I've got to be on best behaviour, haven't I think... But do you ever stop and think, how did it happen so quickly? Obviously, you know you're talented. You must have known you had that talent, and maybe you didn't know you had the talent for writing songs, but that's developed and you've honed that. But do you stop and think, this has been so quick? How did this happen like this? You know, where I am right now?
Yeah, I think a little bit. I mean, I am pretty oblivious to everything. Like, I'm not very in touch with the kind of the fame side of it. I don't chase none of that, and to be honest, it doesn't interest me at all, any of that stuff. Like, I was at the VMAs the other day, and it was a good night out, but I felt pretty out of place and kind of wished I was at home with my
girlfriends. Where did you go to? Where were you?
What do you mean?
Where did you said you were out? You said where were you at?
The VMAs.
Oh, I see.
Video Music Awards.
Yeah, oh, I see the VMAs.
In LA,
but you see, you say that, you know what those. The rest of us, we don't go to the VMAs. So you know.
Oh, you know what the VMAs is, didn't you? Yeah, you're old. See, it's the young uns in the crowd now. Yeah.
Anyway. You're not with anyone at the moment, are you?
No.
OK.
I'm always single.
But you're not always single.
No, I just say I am.
Yeah. Do you like being single? You'd rather be with someone?
I hate being single.
But it must be hard, I guess, if you're touring, if you're travelling, and now that you're getting better known, it must be hard to meet people.
Yeah, it's really hard, actually.
And also, there's the double-sided thing, I guess, that the last two albums, if I'm right, 19 and 21, are both about relationships that didn't work out.
Yeah.
So I guess the next guy's thinking, I just send one dodgy text, that's it, I'm album fodder.
Well, to be honest, I got a bit burnt back in May, around my birthday as well, and I know that he'd be over the moon if I wrote a record about him, but no way is that Brer getting a record about him.
That's pretty good. That's good. Don't give him the satisfaction.
No way. He would ride that wave forever. That's how much of a dickhead he is. He would ride that wave forever. What camera am I on? Get a life, you idiot.
Even that he's probably going to love. Just the mention.
No, because we've got the same friends and they'll all be watching this because he's obsessed and they'll all be can loser.
You know, we mentioned the albums 19 and 21. Huge successes. And you write most of your own material. Okay? And much of it is influenced, as we said, by what you've been through.
Yeah.
You know? So those album titles, is that because that was the year that the age you were when those relationships ended, or was that the year when you recorded the album?
When I wrote the record.
OK. And you keep, is it true you keep a drunk diary? You keep a diary of when you've been drinking, and that you also use that?
I did on my second record on 21, yeah. Because I'm not very good at talking. Like, you know, to myself, obviously. But to like people, and when I'm having like, a shit time in my relationships, I'm never very good at saying how I feel and talking about it, even if they are, and they try and bring it out of me.
And did all the stuff in the Drunk Diary wind up in the album, or is there stuff? So it's more or less all in there.
Yeah, it was me going, oh, like, you're such a dickhead, Adele, like all this stuff, all stuff about myself, and then it would kind of make me think about the situation when I would read it back sober, and then I'd be able to write the songs.
And so, how do you write songs now without the benefit of that?
I haven't written a song since I think the last song I wrote on 21 was Don't You Remember. I haven't written a song since then.
Why not?
Yeah. I'm going back in the studio in November. Fingers crossed.
But so you have to get the material ready before then, though. You can't just go in.
Well, this is actually a theme. What I've got to do for wow, that's really giving something away.
A theme.
I need to. I've already. It's got a. No. I've got like a concept.
Oh wow, a concept album.
No, it's one song.